world where equality is just another euphemism for mediocrity, where participation is more highly valued than achievement, where just enough to get by is the new standard of excellence. There is a small minority of people who fight back against such apathy, who struggle daily to reach new heights. These brave few are the hope for the future, the bright shining light for the next generation. They are the ones who will lead us to the places we have never dreamed of, to the undiscovered country, to reach goals only a few can even begin to imagine. Unfortunately, none of those people could be here tonight, so kick back and relax. Prepare yourself for several hours of fun, friendship, fascinating conversation, and fabulous music. All those F's, that's an alliteration and kind of a radio trick. Speaking of radio, you're listening to the most popular radio station in the history of broadcast radio, at least among stations that originate from Chris's living room. It's Curious Times. Your host is Curious Listener. Here she is, Chris.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Curious Times. It's Sunday, September. Oh my God. June 17th. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. If you're a dad and you're a good dad, then happy Father's Day. If you're a dad and you're an asshole dad, then forget that I said anything. Anyway, so we have Amy here tonight. Tomorrow we have Diana Monroe. Tuesday, Lisa Nolan Shalosky. Then we're off for a couple days. Then Selva and Corrine are on. And looks like we're off next Sunday, Monday as well. And hopefully, and then we'll hear from Nick Fox about his driving. Oh my God, if he got his driver's license, then public service announcement to all of Australia, Nick Fox has a driver's license. I don't know if he passed it or not. I didn't get an email. Didn't anybody notice if he posted on his Facebook that he got it? If so, then we can send out the alert. They're probably safest drivers out there, though. Like, I was just thinking that half the rules and stuff like this, you know, like in this kind of a zone or that kind of a zone, you know, what do you do? And like, probably after been driving all these years, a lot of us would get a lot of those technical stupid questions wrong. You know what I mean? So they're probably a little bit safer drivers. Plus, you get a little bit lax, a little bit overconfident or something. I remember when I was brand new. I remember when I took my first driver's lesson, first time ever driving, because I didn't like illegally drive before that. They come and they pick me up, and Aloha Jay will understand this because he lives in Edmonton. Went straight from straight over to Capilano Freeway. Straight over to Capilano Freeway. Of course, we're talking way how many years ago? Like, I'm 52. So 35 or so years, 34 or 35 years ago. And straight to the freeway. Straight to the freeway. I'm all like, oh my God, I've never been in a car before in my life. Like, I've never driven a car before. But nowadays, like, just about every freaking road is a freeway anymore, it seems. When I get out, I'm like, I have no business applying for driver's jobs because, like, I leave my house and it's like I'm in a strange city. I don't even know if I could find my way around anymore with all the changes that have been. But anyway, and now I guess in these years since I've become a hermit, just about every intersection seems to have like red light cameras and all of that Big Brother stuff watching you, you know. Anyway, Amy's here. She's just Amy. She's like the world's only Heaventologist and mermaid slash healer slash comedian slash death coach slash you name it. She's like, you know, if you guys ever played slow pitch or whatever, they had like the rover position. So it was like an extra fielder. and the person could move around to wherever, you know what I mean? And so like Amy's almost like the utility player of the radio waves, you know what I mean? So anyway, you can find her on Facebook. Just Google her, for crying out loud. And let's go get Amy. I hear it's been hot for you, Amy.
Yeah, it is. I bought an air conditioner Friday night, but it's too heavy to carry upstairs, so it's still in my rental car.
Oh my God.
And then yesterday my neighbor started hitting on me, but I was afraid if I got him to help me with my air conditioner, I'd have to,
Yeah.
reward him.
Once you let him in. Once you let him in,
exactly.
that's it.
And then this afternoon, my doorbell rang, and I had just ordered food, and I had my food, so it was like I hit the floor, duck and cover. It's like, don't ring my door. I can't even tell you how unnerving it was to have the doorbell ring.
I get it. Of all the people in the world, Amy, you know what I mean? I get that.
It's just like, it seems so harmless. Like, who wouldn't want to be friends with their neighbors? It's like, I have no friend openings. But maybe I'll have some friend openings soon, because like I said when Kathleen gave me a reading the other night, I have been reduced to therapy. I have been reduced to going to therapy. So we'll see if that, but I don't think that's going to result in me answering a doorbell.
Right. No. I get
no.
that. I totally get that. It's like, who was it the other day? Who did I have on last?
Let's see. Kimber was supposed to be on, and she wasn't. With Selva on, I was buying my air conditioner. By the time I got home, the show was over.
No, Selva wasn't here.
Then we had Thursday was empty, and then Kathleen.
Melissa Bruce. So when Melissa Bruce was there, she's like, "Oh, in like 2 years, I'm going to be she's going to come to Canada, and she expects me to open my door." Too funny.
I know. It's like I can't. I just. It's just too much. Humans are, and now I'm having that, even with social media. I have not wished someone a happy birthday in like 3 months. And I feel horrible. But it's like, I'm on humanity overload. And I don't care.
From a distance.
The people, these people who post their, political views, whether I agree with them or whether I disagree with them, which is really a moment-to-moment decision. I don't care. People who post their unmuffled.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
It's okay.
Am I still muffled?
Oh, you're better now. Like, it's almost like hey, Corinna's back from the woods. So she safely exited the woods. No, I think it's like, remember in the old days when
I know what's wrong, because I'm right through the fan, because I don't have an air conditioner. And the fan is blowing my words.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
No, it's not. The last thing anyone wants to do is listen to muffled commentary. Anyway, I'm just feeling incredibly antisocial.
Yeah, me too.
A little quiet. Whatever. You know what? Yep, I am on humanity overload. I don't really care that it's a little quiet. E3, oh well.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do about it. Because I know that, we're supposed to be spiritual.
We're being social in a different way, and so we're still being social. You know what I mean? So there's nothing that should have to require. You know, everybody's where they are on their own comfort level. Now, if you were like saying that, oh, you desperately want to be having coffee with your neighbors all the time, unannounced and uninvited, then, and you just can't and don't understand why you can't, then that's a different, different problem altogether. But people like you and me, like we're making like informed choices to, you know what I mean?
To not socialize. Like I'll socialize a little bit. I can't quite figure out what kind of bug is that? Oh, it's a ladybug?
Ladybugs are the only bugs that don't freak me out.
Guess it's
There's a piece of trivia for you guys. The only bug that doesn't freak me out
is a ladybug. So yeah,
I don't vacuum up ladybugs.
I don't even.
They don't usually get in my house because you have to open your door.
Well, the door opened for the food delivery.
Right, that's right.
Maybe I picked it up off the floor when I was hiding from the doorbell. Well, I don't feel lonely. I'm just not in the mood. I'm just not.
I get it. Totally get it.
Not in the mood. So,
totally get it. I'm already like premeditating.
I don't know how to act social. Every once in a while, but then it's like I don't mind a little social bit. Like I have my friends, these woo-woo friends here, but then. So I started doing a couple of things with them, but then they wanted me to do stuff with them all the time. And it was like, no, you don't get this. I just, my whole life is, I can't even commit to groceries right now. I'm like, my whole life is like Tinder. I order takeout food. I rent cars. I just don't feel like committing to anything. And it doesn't seem, it seems like an informed decision. Seems like
see, now you're crystal clear, so you must have adjusted where the phone is or the mic is.
Oh, it's because I turned the fan off. I'm going to sweat for you guys. It's like I said, I'll do anything for Chris.
No, don't be ridiculous. It seems to me that
because your listeners were unhappy, and I certainly don't want unhappy listeners. Oh, Corrine wants to talk about sidekicks. Yeah. Fake psychics. Yeah.
When
be
we're
careful.
Getting to the part about fake psychics.
Don't.
We've never talked about fake psychics on Curious Times before.
But the same thing. I guess I can relate it to my conversation. Is everything is energy. Everything is energy. So you're going to absorb it. So if you're feeling vulnerable, you're going to absorb the energy of people, whether they're fake psychics or whether they're good psychics. Blog Talk. It didn't seem harmless to get readings from fake psychics because they'd either be funny or fill some airtime or whatever. But I'm feeling so vulnerable of late. I feel like I just have to really limit whose energy crosses my path. There's one fake psychic that we all talk about a lot. And this is kind of funny because I was at work and I couldn't get my our internet at work's kind of a little wonky, so I called in and then I didn't have my hand raised, but she picked up my call anyway, and I was like, oh, this is too close. Like just listening that wasn't an energetic exchange. But when she said 630, this is fake psychic, blah, 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 blah. You're on the air with fake psychic, blah, 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 blah. I like, I felt like I had just got ingested rat poisoning or something. So,
okay, but now let me ask you. So what did you say? Like, I mean, did you call? Like, we talked about this person the other day. I don't know if you were there or not, but right, and I'm all like, you know, people gotta like, if you're gonna spend the time to call and to listen, then you gotta call them out. Know what I mean? And you can do that without being like a cursing troll or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you can
no, I didn't even want to talk. I did not want to talk to. I did not want to even say. I'm just listening. Like, if there was someone on this show, I would say, and I wasn't in the mood for a reading, I would just say, "Oh, I'm just listening." Right. But I did not even want to connect. I wasn't being rude. I just didn't. Well, I guess I was. Whatever. I didn't want to.
So here's Corrine in all caps saying, "Call her out." So I double dog dare you, Corrine, to call her show at the next opportunity and call her out. Don't be rude about it. Don't be, like that. But call her out about it then. You know what I mean? It's one thing for all of us to talk about this person, but if nobody talks to that person, you know what I mean? Like, then you know what I'm saying? Like, then why would we waste our time even talking about the person? Is kind of what I mean, hey? Like, me, like, usually the people I talk about, I'm happy to call out as well. You know what I mean? And tell them right to their face everything that I'm saying about them, to the other people. But, like, instead, here's my thing though, Corrine. Like, this person's very existence is upsetting to you. So I think that you could shift your own energy if you did something about it. And it doesn't mean to go shriek and scream at them or whatever, but is to test and see how long will it take for you to get hung up on by just calling and saying, I've been listening to your show, and there's so many instances where you're going way over the line and you're absolutely not giving psychic information and whatever. Write down a list and then say it. And then say, do you have no conscience you have no conscience to come on the air and have vulnerable people calling you and you just giving fake junk to? But what I'm trying to say is, rather than being upset about it, if you take that action and then you get hung up on, now you've at least taken some action. I think it'll be off of your subconscious and your conscience then. You've done something about it. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do beyond that. But instead of just being upset about the person, and every time you think about the person, you get more upset about the person. You know what I mean? Like, you got to find a way to discharge that from your system. Don't you think, Amy?
Yes, I do think that. And that's sort of where I am. That's sort of where I am about tonight. Instead of listening to things that outrage me, whether they're fake psychics or politicians or anything, to just avoid it instead of trying to fix everybody to my specifications.
Right.
To just avoid it. Avoid it.
I mean, listen, you guys all know that I had my time in the barrel, and this guy's name got mentioned the other day, and to me it was like I was on some mission to try and explain to people how they were also being bilked for money, though, right? And you guys know me, that when the added element of being bilked out of money gets thrown at the vulnerable people, then that ups, that ramps it up for me. You know what I mean? It's more than just gullible people, falling for a psychic on the radio. It's like now they're throwing money at the person, and they're fake charities and lies about this or that that's designed to extract money from the people, in addition to preying upon their vulnerability spiritually, And those are the things that, like, over the years that would mobilize me, to do some things, and over time, I had done as much as I could about the other situation, the guy who's now deceased, and then, for the rest, like the ones that are just like, I go like, and then remember the Bear Hogan guy and all that, like, I was like totally, like every day, what's he gonna say, and well, what lie is he gonna say today, and like it was like affecting me badly, you know what I mean? And then it didn't help that he would come and troll my show every night as well, and most of his lies were about crap about me and everything. But like I eventually let even all that go, you know what I mean? And I come to the conclusion of like, if people will be like, listen, if I find that somebody is bilking people out of money, then I will take some actions, you know what I mean, to get that off my conscience. But I cannot like sustain an attack on somebody. I could do, I could like let as many people know as I can, and then move on. Like, remember that what's her face, Joni?
Yes.
And like people used to come and use my show, like, because I would have like lots of listeners at my shows, and people would come and use my show, to do that. And so I don't know, Amy or Corrine, like, you have to keep trying, or just come, just like use the
Skype thing up top.
Well, yeah, but I mean, just use the browser. Click on the freaking red telephone thing in the upper middle of the page, and use your browser. But anyway, there comes a time when, because arguably, there's many more fake psychics than any of us can imagine, probably, right? And like, or even not fake necessarily, but who aren't able to distinguish in their own self what is coming from their own ego versus what is actually coming from universe for them to share with that person that they're seeking to help, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the sum result is that they're not getting good information for their reading, because like we all probably know a lot of people who use like, if they know, well, I used to have some other person, remember, that wasn't from this country or your country, etc., but who would, depending upon who that was, because the person knew just about every caller, it's like if they were trying to stroke that person, then they had a great reading, and if they were trying to publicly smack down that person, well, then all of a sudden out comes a big long list of all their flaws, that all wrapped up in what is called a psychic reading. And so that's all coming from ego. Not one little bit of that is coming from the universe.
Or from a spiritual place, right?
Yeah. And so, again, back to discernment, right? Like, you guys have to, if you guys like pay attention, and somebody who's only ever gonna like give you generic type of info and fluff you up, you have to ask yourself, like, is this worth the? You could just go on to any old website generator and generate a reading for yourself that's going to be as, valuable as that then, I think. That's why for me, I had run out of much use for psychic reading, and I'm much more interested in mediumship. Because that's at least something that's you're able to better validate anything like that. Like, come and read my aura. Well, again, how many times did I ever say, let's have, we could have me on a webcam, right? So, and then have 4 different aura readers looking at the same image, the same me at the same time, so that nobody can have an argument or an excuse that, things will change the color of your, and if we had them all in isolation booths, I would get 4 completely different aura readings with completely different color schemes. And they all can't be right?
Or because we are because we're multifaceted, they're just reading different parts of you. The part that the part that their ego is practiced, and I think in a lot of readings, especially these like, when will I get paid, when will I get laid readings, if there's so much subjectivity in them. If the person giving the reading is, pro-love, like, oh yeah, you can call. If the person is, still getting over a relationship or something, usually, here's the thing. Usually, if you're going to call a call-in telephone show and talk to someone who's doling out advice, regardless of where they're pulling it from, chances are it's not going to work out. Chances are it's not the right one. It's not the right one, because if you have questions, it's not. If you have questions, it's not the right one. If you don't know how if you don't know how a person feels, or you don't know how a person thinks, it's not there. It's not there right here, right now. In your heart of hearts. I know someone who, I know all of us do this, but one person that I think of knows in their heart how this person feels about them and what they think and things like that. But that's all over the map. I call people, and the stuff is all over the map. And more so than not, I find it that it's what that person wants that other person. What that person wants that other person to do. So anyway, what are we going to talk about? Corinne, are you calling in, or what in the tarnation can we talk about? So I don't know. What can we talk about? What can we talk about?
I don't know. Who's at 651? So somebody got it to work. Well, Amy got it to work also. So I don't know what the problem is, Corinne. But 2 people have successfully called in using the call-in number. Who's 651? I told you, Corinne, just to use the browser, though. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Anyway,
what do our listeners want to talk? What do our listeners want to talk about?
It's like I feel like I'm talking to. There's a picture of a telephone at the upper
does
middle.
Anyone have plans for the 4th of July weekend? There is no 4th of July weekend. 4th of July is on Wednesday, I believe. So there is no 4th of July weekend. Do you have plans for the 4th of July, Christy? Hold on a minute. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4th of July is on a Wednesday, so it couldn't be it. Oh, they're having a family picnic. Does the telephone number work? Yes, the telephone number works. The mic is not far away. Oh, God. The mic is not far away. I'm sorry, you can't hear me. We need someone to call in.
All roads lead to IntuiTalks. There you go. So all you people moving your mice around, if you're going to move your mice around, then draw. Otherwise,
it's hard to hear me. Okay, Kathleen's going to try again. Yeah, someone call in. I have nothing to say in my mouth, even though it's like I'm practically giving my phone a whatever.
Hey, you guys.
Okay.
You guys are driving.
Fine. No one else can hear me.
You guys that are trying. Stop, Amy. Hang on. All you guys trying to draw. Put your mouse over to the right of this image, to the right, and you'll see a toolbar. This is not rocket science. Click on the picture of the pencil. Click on the color, though, because most of that background is black, so the default color is black. So if you're drawing black on black, it's not going to show, right? Then pick a color that you like, and then draw. So click and draw. Click your mouse and move your thing. Click your mouse and move your thing.
Hello.
So there. You what?
This is Christy. I want to say hi.
Oh, that's Christy. So Christy successfully called in. Who's at 9-8? Who's at 9-8? Oh, that's Christy there. So who's at 651? There's Jay. Jay successfully called in. Okay, you're in front of the fan, right? Oh my God. In front of the fan. Are you in front of the fan there, Christy?
I am. Am I really muffly?
Well, no. We were hearing.
Oh, that was me going. I was thinking about something hot and heavy.
And 330 managed to call in. So I don't know, Corinne, what the problem could be. Everybody else is. I think you must be using a fake phone line or something. All you guys that phoned in can press 1. Here, press 1 and say hello, and let me go get a coffee, because my coffee's been cooking and burning itself ever since it started.
Christy, you're having a family picnic on July 7th. Family picnic fee.
What? Well, we've been doing this for 35 years. We all get together at my aunt's house, who has this huge ass farm. So she's got a big pond, little lake, whatever you want to call it, behind her house, and we can all, go paddle boating. I posted a picture of me wearing your green tank top with the dragonfly a year ago, and that's where I was at our little picnic.
Where'd you post the picture?
I think I posted on Facebook like a year ago.
Oh, okay.
And you had made the funny that maybe he thought that it was you because you liked that shirt.
Oh, I don't remember. Honey Gob. Family picnic. What do you need for the family picnic?
Hello?
Hello? That
Jay.
Dead air. I come back to dead air. Are you kidding me right now?
Here. Kathleen's here. Christy's here. Everyone's here.
I think Dan just popped in.
Hey.
And no, that's Jay.
Jay. Oh, I thought you said, hey.
Somebody is breathing right into their microphone, so like keep in mind your mic placement, guys. So okay, so Jay's there. How's Jay?
I'm feeling okay right now. How about yourself?
Okay. Oh, not too bad. It got a little hot finally. Geez, last week my furnace was on again, for crying out loud. What is up with that? Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
But it seems warmer today, like I'm sweating right now, so all my balls are down, if you know what I mean. On my little the little, whatever you call the thing that has the fluid in there.
Yeah, the floating things.
Yeah, all the balls are down. And the colder it gets, the balls float. If it's cold, the balls are floating. If it's hot, the balls are heavy and they lastly sink. Poor Amy, 100 degrees. I would die. Okay, that's Christy. Oh my. So we finally have someone properly drawing. How's Kathleen? Oh, look at that. I think Kimber's here now. Kimber, unmute your camera. I think Kimber's there. The whole world is able to call in. Kimber, if that's you, push 1 and say hello. Mary Margaret, if you want to test and see if your mic works on the new system. Hi, hey, Kimber.
Hey, hi. How are you guys?
Good. So we got everybody here tonight. Jeez Louise, eh?
Yeah, I got on the phone, but I couldn't get in the chat. I tried, but I have to go through the whole login and do all that again, and so.
Oh my God, you drive me crazy.
I know.
Never log out. Never. It's simple. Next time you log in, there's a little box that says like "Keep me logged in" or something like that. Make sure that's ticked before you log in, and it should never log you out. You should never get logged out.
Because I didn't log out. I don't know what happened. I think computers hate me. I don't know. Because I had been logged in and I hadn't been in the chat room for a while, and I tried to get in and I'm not registered, and so now I'm going to have to go through all that and redo it.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, Kimber. Jesus. What was your password? I do not remember my password. Is that your password? Or
It should be, right?
I never remember my password, or I have no password, or...
I know. This time I'm going to send it to you again because I don't know what happened. I think we did that once before, but I don't know. But yeah, this time I'm going to do it, figure it out, and then I'm going to send it to you. So if nothing else, you can tell me what it is. Something, because I don't know what it is. I didn't log out neither. And I don't know. But I'll get it figured out, so I'll be in there for next time, for sure. And, yeah, and sorry about not feeling well.
It's okay. Hang on 2 seconds. Hang on. So, Kathleen, if you're trying to help Corinne get in, you don't want to call her Skype. You want to drag and drop her into your call or add her to your current call. Because if you call her, then you're going to put this call on hold. Know what I mean? Yes, Chris, I know what you mean. Thank you. Okay, no problem, Kathleen. My pleasure to help always. Okay, so yeah, no problem. So hey, do you stalk Nick's Facebook page at all, Kimber?
No, I should though. I just love him. He is so awesome.
I was just wondering if because he last time he couldn't make the show because he was taking his driver's tests. And I never did hear if he got, so I imagine that if he got his license, he would have posted it on his, so Nick Fox, we want to send out a public service announcement to all of Australia if the man can drive now, eh? Just saying.
He's so cute. He is so sweet.
He has some cool, he has the coolest jewelry though, like, you know what I mean? He's talented that way too, you know? Very talented guy. I'm so jealous of people. Go ahead.
He said he just moved up to Brisbane. That's where his brother lives.
I'm so jealous.
I know. I'm trying to, I don't know how far it is where he was staying before, but he's a gypsy. Every other month we talk to him.
He's
no,
absolutely
I can't Mary Margaret. Nope.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I mean, he's not married, he doesn't have kids, so why not just be a jet setter? I'm going to go here for a while.
Yeah, he does travel a lot. It is so cool. It is an amazing life, and he's so great. He's going to just love being with his brother, too, and being there. It's going to be an adventure, especially if he can drive. That'll be so awesome. And he does make the most beautiful jewelry. Every once in a while, I will check that out and see what he's making. He's very creative. I'm just so impressed with his talent. He is just so good, and he puts so much energy and magic and just spirit into everything that he does and makes, and so creative. It really is.
I wonder if Mary Margaret muted herself instead of unmuted herself. She said she pressed 1 and we can't hear her. I think she muted herself.
No, she's unmuted on the thing.
Oh.
But her own personal mic might be muted, or she has. When you guys call, okay. First of all, watch this, Mary. So, Mary Margaret, you pressed the red telephone thing, yes, and chose microphone, right? Watch this.
I didn't push the red thing.
Okay. Well, then how come we can hear you?
Now I cannot. Now you can hear me?
Yay!
Yeah.
I had my my headphones were off on the mic.
You guys kill me.
It doesn't tell me when it's on or off. Oh.
I know. You guys kill me. But here's the thing. Like when you run through the test, the sound test, and it's I don't know how you can connect without pushing the red, without having pushed the red. Oh, that's the phone, the microphone. You click the microphone, right?
Right.
Okay. You click the microphone. So I think it sounds like Corrine is having problems on her end. I know, I got to show you guys how to push the buttons. Okay, so when you push the microphone and then it says, can you hear, da-da-da. Like, I mean, it runs you through this test, right, Mary Margaret?
Yeah.
And then, and did you hear yourself back through it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so so sometime between then and coming on air, you turned off your own microphone?
Evidently.
Good night, Shelby. Good night, Shelby. Good night, Shelby. Because otherwise, I don't know how it could have worked. Sometimes though, it might pick up on somebody's webcam microphone, and they think that it's picking up on their own microphone, and it's not picking up on their own microphone. It's picking up on their webcam microphone. And so anyway, I don't know. It'll take everybody a little while to get used to the new thing.
How do I erase now all my artistic talent?
Well, you go over to that. So bring the toolbar up. Yes.
Yes.
And so then right below that big T, there's like a circle with an X through it, and then like the bent arrow. The bent arrow will remove just the last thing. So I'll do 3 things. Okay? And the bent arrow removes only one of those things, while the X removes everything on the board that I have put on.
Awesome.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we could go... There's Mike again. Mike, he just drives me... He made me laugh the other night so much. He's trying to, we'll have to, we should play a psychic, see now, erase your thing, Mike. Okay, so now we could play a psychic game. Like, let's see. Every 5, now we'd have to get synchronized. Mike, are you synchronized? Okay, and Mary Margaret, go on top of, all 3 of us go on top of each other, if you know what I mean. It sounds kinky, but don't make any marks. Clear all your marks. Clear your marks. Okay. So now everybody come. Okay, Christy, Mary Margaret, go right on top of me. See, Mike has no problem jumping right on top of me. The girls are a little shyer. Okay. Okay. Christy, get in line. You're a little bit off. Christy. Yes, up a little more. Okay, it's not Mary Margaret. Okay. Okay, Rachel. Okay, Rachel. Rachel, everybody pile on. Everybody pile on. Okay, everybody pile on. Get on there. Okay, now here's the little psychic test. In the count of 10, it's too bad because this is going to be, it's too bad, but in the count of, I know what I can do. I'm going to write down my answer instead of actually doing the movement. So I can go up, down, left, or right. Okay? And at the count of 10, then I want everybody, so I'm going to choose one right now. Hang on. I'm going to choose one right now. And I'm writing down the motion I'm gonna move in, but I won't move it until after all you guys have moved, okay? So I can go up, down, left, or right. And so at the count of 10, in fact, the count of 3, because we don't need to wait to 10. Everybody move up, down, left, or right. Where you think, Mike, get yourself back in line. Jay, come on, you guys. At the count of 3.
Oh.
You see, this is why I could not be a freaking teacher. You know what I mean? People don't listen. Okay. I would be apoplectic. I would be off the freaking deep end by the end of the day one. You know? Okay. So now, okay. On a count of 3. 1. Amy, get back in there. On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and stay where you're at. Rachel, stop moving. Okay, so we have 2 that went left. Mary Margaret, did you just, okay, 3 that went left.
I was going down.
Okay, you're down. Rachel's down. Mike is down. Jay is to the right. Christine, what are you doing, Christine? You're not supposed to keep moving. Christine was almost right, because I was moving to the left, and I wrote left down. And so, but I was thinking we could do psych, we could almost try it. Okay, so now Mary, so anytime within the next 5 seconds, or the next 10 seconds, Mary Margaret can move. Everybody move when you think Mary Margaret's going to move, but you know what I mean? I don't know if that'll work, but starting now. 4, 5. Okay, she already moved. Yeah, she long ago moved, and I'm still counting. So there you go. See, I cannot be truly psychic and try to run the game at the same time. Anyway, I think there's other application. That was kind of a good one. Okay, let's see. We can go like this, and let's draw a diamond, and then let's draw a club. Somebody draw me a heart and a spade in the other 2 corners.
Huh.
Oh.
Okay, you guys are useless, all right? There's a heart. There's a spade. Freaking ding myself. That's a heart. Get rid of that heart. You're too late for the heart. Move the heart. Move the heart. Who's the yellow? Okay, there we go. So now we have the 4 different. Okay, you guys all start in the IntuiTalks thing here. So everybody start here. Okay, and now who will we have? Kathleen, are you here?
There she
Can
comes.
you speak? Can you speak? Can you speak? Okay, you don't have to speak. Just indicate by bobbing your little thing, okay? Okay. So now what you're going to do, Kathleen, is you're going to write down one of those, or keep it in your mind, and then in 10 seconds we're all going to move to where we think you're picking, and and then we'll see. So and in 10 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now Kathleen has
doesn't move.
Your thing does so move. You're just like, okay. So now I picked right. I'm the only weenie. Ha 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 ha. I like this game. I'm just kidding. Amy, come back. Now Amy's getting a free ride here on the guest spot. You know what I mean? She was very what's the word? Very thrifty in getting everybody to call in, and now she's basking in the air conditioning and they're in front of the fan, not having to talk.
Smarter than the average bear.
Poor thing. It's okay, Amy. It's okay. I know it's just a fan. I know.
I thought you were going to get an air conditioner, Amy.
It's in the car.
Okay. So, Sherry, you're going to pick a number between 1 and 10 and don't tell any of us? Don't tell any of us. Everyone else, grab a spot alone on the map somewhere.
Oh, wait a minute.
Alone. And what you're going to do is you're going to give yourself enough room to draw a number. Can you all draw? Can everybody make just a mark so we make sure everybody can draw? Is make sure you pick a color other than black, because black on black won't register. So in that toolbar, you're going to choose a red or a yellow or so. Okay, who is that? Jay, you're going to give me, what do you call a seizure? Okay. So now everybody remove your marks by clicking that X in the circle. And who did I say? Did I say Sherry? Who did I say? Who was going to be the one that's going to... Okay, Sherry, you're going to pick a number between 1 and 10 and don't tell us? No, you're not supposed to write. Who's not listening to me? Somebody's not listening to me. I don't want to play this game no more. Oh, you aren't listening to me. Okay. So now, Sherry, in the count of 10, you're going to between now and 10 seconds, you're going to choose a number and get settled on it. And then in about, okay, so now in 5 seconds, everybody can write down the number, take a spot on the map all by yourself, and get ready to write your answer. And your mark, get set, go.
Well,
oh, Diane, she's getting fancy. Okay, oh, look at all the 7s we got. See, there's a psychological. Dan picked 7 also. It's probably going to be like 2 or something. Okay, Sherry, what's the number? Sherry. Don't leave me in suspense.
She picks me. I got
6. It was a 6.
She circled me.
Good job. Perfect.
Hey, that's 2 for
Oh, so there you go.
It's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to push the circle with 6.
6. So now, okay, we still have live error. Okay, I wonder if I should just stop recording because we aren't even doing a show really.
Yeah,
we aren't even
doing what we're doing.
So sorry to the listeners out there. I guess we don't have much to say that's of any use to waste your time with out there in like YouTube land and everything like that. So and also like anybody who's listening to the live streaming, I'm gonna hit stop record, which is going to bring to an end the live stream part of it. But if you want to join us in the chat room, we'll continue to talk and everything else here, but it just won't be recorded and it won't be live streamed. Tomorrow, let me just see here. Tomorrow we have Diana Monroe, and then Tuesday we have Lisa Nolan Shalosky. So thanks everybody for coming, and we'll see you next.